Hello everyone, and thank you for watching theCOR TV. My name's Unique Williams and I'll be your host. Today, I'm interviewing Marcia Brown of Marcia Brown Productions. She's a writer, actress, entrepreneur, and a producer. She's appeared on stage of the Jamaican National Pantomime alongside Oliver Samuels, Leonie Forbes, and Letna Allen-Rowe, just to name a few. Today, she's here to talk about her new play, Feminine Justice.
Some of the stories that we do, plays, the themes of the stories, they are specific to Jamaica, the culture of Jamaica, and you know, all of that, you know, sayings and, you know, all the connotations and all that. It's strictly Jamaican. But this particular storyline, it crossed boundaries because it's speaking about spousal abuse. Yeah. And spousal abuse don't have color, it don't have class, it don't have ethnicity, it has nothing. It's just human beings, how you relate to each other. And so it talks about, and I like what the writer has done. Normally when you have like a spousal abuse or a situation, it's always tied to a couple or a common law, you know, situation where there's lack of money, you know, there's a single family situation, so there's always the opportunity for you to get angry and beat up on your wife and stuff like that. So I like what Basil Dawkins has done. He has taken it out of the ghetto, he has taken it from a lower class family and put it in a upper class, rich, you know, society. That sort of and again, the husband is a psychiatrist. You know what I'm saying? And the husband, the wife is a sociologist. So here you have two well-educated people who you would not expect that sort of behavior from. So that's why it is so good, because people sit there and, you know, even someone in a lower income can say, okay, them fight too. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Him beat him wife too. It's not only, you know, get up people one beat upon their one another. So it talks about that this husband, he's abusive, physically abusive to his wife. Why does she stay in the relationship? People have various reasons for staying into relationships, you know. Doesn't matter again. It's how you deal with each other as a human being. So it's great. There's comedy. It's intense. You know, it's dramatic. It has every element you can think of. There are some plays that is straight up comedy. Yeah. You know, some plays it is so deep your head hurt you. Yeah. But Feminine Justice gives you a nice balance. You'll come in and you can have a belly full of laugh, and you can also sit there and clench your teeth at the same time. You know, and that's really good. So, you know, it's not to give away too much, and even if I do say anything here, I mean, a lot of people already see it, so they know what it is. But, you know, the husband is abusive to his wife, and he meets in a terrible, terrible accident, and he confronts, you know, he goes to the gates of heaven, and he meets upon a divine being who says, okay, this is what you have done, mister. You know, what are you going to do about it? And of course, as the good book says, you know, are just as how we are as human beings, whenever we do anything, the first thing we do is say, God, forgive me, I won't do that again. But there are consequences for your actions. Sure. No matter what you do, there are good consequences and there are bad consequences. And so you have to pay, right? Yeah. You don't just walk through and say, I am sorry, I should not have hurt you. There's going to be consequences. And so he's taken through a couple steps, you know, to learn and practice humility and to see, you know, to have a first-hand look at what he was doing to his wife, and also to see the other side of how he should be treating her, which was very humiliating to him. So the storyline is amazing. I love it. I love doing it, and I think the cast enjoy doing it. I mean, Letna Allen is awesome. You know, we did it in 2002, and the 2002 production was very good. But in my estimation, the 2009-10 production is deeper. It's better. We have gotten together and we went into the characters some more, and so we were able to dig deeper and say, what is the writer saying here? What is he saying here? So I am enjoying it, and I know the cast is enjoying. Naggo Mars is a riot. Yes. You know, everybody's saying, where you get him from? You know, Naggo is amazing. you know, and we have Clive Forrester who plays the husband, and he's brought some different elements to the character, so we are having a ball. Really, really good.
That's true. You definitely, I saw the play when it came out back in 2009, and honestly, it takes you on a journey from, you know, the highs and the lows. Just to sort of touch on that a little bit more, the play touches on a lot of different themes, such as forgiveness. It talks about faith.
Yes.
And as well, you said the main topic of violence, domestic abuse. I wanted to know, you know, what is it that you want the audience to walk away with after they see, you know, the display of, you know, the violence and also the forgiveness aspect of it? What do you want them to really walk away with?
I want them to look at themselves and take away the abusive relationship, because everybody's journey is different. Everybody is not going through an abusive situation. So you may not identify with that, but you may be struggling with forgiveness, you know, and it could be forgiveness on another level. So the way how Basil has written the play, even though it's about abuse, but its forgiveness calls for strength. Yeah. And it does not mean, because it doesn't mean it's a physically abusive situation. It could be forgiveness on any level. You know what I'm saying? So I would like them to look at the play and hear the lines, those message lines, and see how they can apply it in their lives. Because we all struggle with things. We struggle with forgiveness, you know, we struggle with anger, we struggle with hate, we struggle with all kinds of things, because we are human. You do me something and before you know it, I'm not speaking to you, you know, and I'm holding you up. But it talks about you can't hold something in here, because you're not hurting the person, you're only hurting yourself. So there's so many different things going on in feminine justice, so you have to look at it from that perspective, broaden your imagination. You may not be struggling with what the play is specifically talking about, but there could be other aspects of the play that you could say, you know what, that's true. You know, I really should call this person and say, you know what, I forgive you for what you have done me. I hope you have forgiven me too, and let's move on. So that's really what I hope, that, you know, and if someone is struggling, if there's a husband who is beating up on his wife, or a wife who's beating up on the husband, we hope that is an eye-opener, that they can look at it and say, my God, you know, I have to stop. You know what I'm saying? So there's so many things going on. I remember this guy came and he saw the play and he said, you know, I went home and me no beat my wife. That's what he said to me. Me no beat my wife, but you know what? When me see the man go out and meet the accident, me say, no, sir. So, you know, people looking at it from so many different aspects, you know, and just say, I can't do that because I could leave here and go out and meet in an accident and I don't see her again. So it's different things, and we just hope that, you know, they will get something from it one way or another.
Back by popular demand, feminine justice.
Murder would be too good a relief for you.
With 3 new dates, 3 new locations.
Ajax, March 20th, 8 p.m., J Clarke Richardson Collegiate. North York, March 21st, 6 p.m., Jamaican Canadian Centre. Scarborough, March 27th, 8 p.m., Armenian Youth Centre.
It's a very powerful play.
No one is supposed to take them to leave the front of our.
This is a Marcia Brown production.